My name is Dr. Asia Cooley and I have been at OSU since 2017. That's a great question. So the whole class is structured around the narrative identity of Austria. So within our program, we're trying to highlight a number of different things that students will get to experience. We're looking at culture, we're looking at arts, we're looking at sports, we're looking at history, and all the stories that are surrounding the Austrian identity, with an understanding that students are going to be writing their stories to be able to tell the story on Austria through their own lenses or through the lenses of the orange flavor of the OSU. So that's why we have the name for the magazine, Austria Through the Orange Lenses.
I'm writing about Sigmund Freud and his impact on the Viennese culture.
I'm writing about the history of the structure and architecture of Vienna.
How World War II affected Austria and their perspective of it and how different it is compared to how we view it over here.
I'm writing about the food culture of Austria, but more specifically the wine and the cheese culture.
I'm writing about coffee houses and the culture, specifically in Vienna. I am writing about the music history of Vienna, specifically the past, present, future, and how it's developing and evolving every day.
I'm writing about Gustav Klimt, who was an artist that lived his whole life in Vienna, and I really loved him in high school and I was obsessed with art history.
I am writing about the Habsburg family legacy within Austria, as well as their wider impact on Austria as a state and their influence throughout Europe.
My story is kind of like comparing and contrasting High German and the Austrian German dialect.
My story is about the University of Vienna, the historical relevance, and its overall ties to the city's culture.
I think when you actually go on your first study abroad trip, you will understand that everything you might have read, research, watch the videos, watch the documentaries, read the book, it is nothing compared to the experience of actually being in that place. And it starts with the moment that you step in on the foreign country soil and you realize that people look different, people dress different, people talk different, people have different understanding of what routine is, the food, the drinks, the surroundings are so much different, and when you are in the center of that foreign culture, you start realizing how different your culture is. So to me, it is the contrast that I see through the students' eyes, that they understand that, okay, Austria is so much more different than anything I have ever seen, and how they understand the different culture, how they write about it in their stories, how they talk about it on either their social media or if anybody's doing any personal blogs. To me, that is truly a transformative experience for students.
I'm looking forward to seeing all the touristy spots and traveling to our little day trips and our brunch. I'm looking forward to a lot of things.
I'm most excited just for the food and the experience of just eating different foods, and I've watched a couple YouTube videos over visiting, and it all looks really good. So
I am most looking forward to the Vienna State Opera House tour. Like I said, I'm a music minor, so opera and music is something that's super cool to me, so I'm excited to see it.
Probably just walking around and exploring the city. We have a couple of day trips planned too. That'll be really fun.
I am most excited just to really go to Vienna. Vienna is a very historic city. It's very beautiful, and it's always been a place that I want to visit.
I'm really excited to work on my German and food. I love food.
So my favorite part was probably our free day, because we did a lot of exploring the city and the little shops and meeting lots of locals, and we also went on a wine tour, which was on the outskirts of Vienna. We went to lots of little mom and pop shops, and we even toured a cellar that was from 200 years ago, so that was probably my favorite part.